So this is just a quick video. Someone messaged me and asked me, it was a brother, mashallah, and he was asking me like, do you have any advice for the brothers who, they're black and they're Muslim and like they have like the whole world against them and they're trying to make ends meet, but the only thing that they have is to turn to drugs. Now, I'm not black, but I'm Muslim and I wear niqab, and I totally understand your dilemma and I understand your strife and I understand the hardship, but I need you to understand this. Whatever you think about becomes, okay? No doubt there's racism in this world. No doubt that black Muslim men are more targeted or they're more like put down than any other culture in the world. But I want to give you some hope. I wear niqab, okay? Clearly I wear a face veil. And I have a 5-figure business. I work for myself and I work at home and I have time for my kids and I have time for the things that I enjoy in life. I have time for Allah. I pray, I read Quran. I do all the things that's required of me as a Muslim. Back in the day, I used to focus on my veil. I used to say to myself, oh my God, I wear a veil. Who's going to give me an opportunity? And then I realized that I'm waiting for people to give me an opportunity when I am the spot. Why am I waiting when Allah has already given me the permission to succeed? I'm a firm believer in Allah. I try my best to stick to His laws. So why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't Allah want me to succeed? Just remember, Allah says, I am as my slave thinks of me. If you think positively of Allah, if you think, Allah, you know what? I have this dream to either have my own business, be successful. Allah will give that to you, I promise you. But you have to work at it and you have to confront your demons and you have to fight your demons, fight your fears. And I promise you, the first thing you're thinking is, I'm going to fail. Yes, you will fail. Known fact, you will fail. But that's the whole point of business. You didn't go into business just to like think, oh, I'm going to make it overnight. There's no such thing as an overnight success. Look at all the successful people, all the successful billionaires and millionaires. Look at Jeff Bezos. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at Ariana Huffington. Even look at Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He did not, the deen, the religion, it didn't happen overnight. It was like a 10, 15-year process. And even then, there were still issues within it. There were still issues within the society. Like, not everyone was on board. And you have to just accept it. You have to accept that you may not, wherever you want, may not happen straight away. But your job is to put in the effort. Your job is not to figure out the how. That's up to Allah. So if you're telling yourself the only thing I have is to turn to drugs, no, you don't. You are making that your choice. You are making that your option. That is not an option. That should never be an option in your mind. That should never be an option or a thought, even a thought, because just remember, your thoughts become things. You have to be very careful what you think about. And you have to be very careful. Like, guys, I suffered racism when I was a kid. I remember when I was 10 years old, I lived in a white area and we opened the door and there was like 60 white people outside our house. They used to egg our house. They smashed our windows. I suffered horrific racial abuse when I was young. We suffered. There were times when one boy said that he's going to burn our house down. The people used to come with us at pen knives. We suffered that. But you know what? I experienced racial abuse when I was young, but I never made my life about it. I never said to myself, oh, well, I've suffered it. Now this is just my path. This is what's going to happen. And I find so many people have resigned themselves to a path. You don't have to resign yourself to that path. You are not, just because you're black and you're Muslim, just because I'm Muslim and I wear niqab, doesn't mean that the world, there's no opportunities in the world now. There are so many opportunities for you. And I know so many black Muslim brothers who are killing it, who are making money in a halal way, in a pure way. There's so many people out there, so many brothers who are doing it because they don't care. They're not looking at the statistic of racism. They're not looking at, oh, who's against me. Look at the people who are for you. Surround yourself with people who get you to level up your mindset. If I hung out with people who kept saying to me, oh, sister, you're in a Niqabi and no one's going to take you seriously. If I kept hanging out with those people, I would not be here. If I kept watching the news of how women are being racially attacked, guys, I've been punched in the face with my niqab on, right? A guy on a crowded public bus punched me in the face and no one came to my rescue. And that's when I realized I have to come to my own rescue. I'm going to have to work on myself because no one's going to do it for me. People talk all that talk, yeah, before the people. No one is. You're going to have to figure that on your own, unfortunately. And I promise you, when you work on your mindset and when you work on your fears, you will attract people who love you, and you will attract people who want to see you win. You will attract people who want to see you win, who want to see you thrive, and that's the people you need to be around. Not the people who remind you you're a black brother, you're a black sister, you're a Niqabi sister, you're a Muslim. Look what they're saying in the news about Muslims. I don't care. Keep talking about me because you're just making me more popular. Keep talking about I'm a Muslim. Keep talking about Muslim being terrorists. Good for you, innit? Because that you're putting my name on the front end, and people are going to start looking at me. That's good. Bad news is always good news. Okay? Bad publicity is always good publicity. It's good for you. So use it to your advantage. Use the fact that there are people out there who want to see you lose. Use that to your advantage, and like let it be the fuel that you use to get going. Don't use it as the fuel to keep you going, but use it as the fuel to get you going. So you know what? I don't want to be a statistic. I don't want people to be looking down on me thinking, you know what, he's just like, look at him, look, dealing crack, dealing weed on the side. Look at this guy. There are so many brothers I know of that used to deal crack and used to deal weed, and now, alhamdulillah, they turn their lives around and they are thriving. And you can have that too. It's what you choose to focus on. And I know some of you are going to get triggered by this, saying that I'm insensitive and I don't understand the struggle of a black Muslim. I don't. I have black kids. My kids are half black. I don't understand their struggles, but I have experienced racial abuse. I've experienced it. I'm not black, and I know the world is not against me or trying to see me lose, but I do wear the niqab, and I'm a minority of women. And whenever you see on the news about a Muslim, what do people say? What do people think? Muslim women with a niqab on. But look at me. I don't care. I'm here making money. I'm here making money, like learning, implementing, surrounding myself with successful people. And I don't care what they say about my niqab. There's people who say that, oh, do you wear the niqab or you're oppressed? I'm like, I enjoy wearing the niqab, okay? If I was a Muslim, I would wear the face veil. I don't wear it just for religion. I actually enjoy wearing it because I've been a model. I've been there. I've been down that road of trying to seek validation and love from other people. I've been a model. I've experienced it, and it wasn't the world for me. That's why I enjoy covering myself. But people can't take that, and that's fine. They are not your people. You are not supposed to convince people to like you. You have to convince yourself to like you. And if you're too worried about people and thinking about what they're going to say about you, I promise you have a self-esteem issue. You have low self-esteem and you need to work on yourself, because your thoughts become things. If you ask, you will receive. This is a promise from Allah. This is a promise from God. You don't need to wait on no one. Do not wait on anyone to give you an opportunity. I promise you, you can't find the opportunity, build your own door. And tell yourself, I am the spot. I am the spot. You ain't competing for the spot. You are the spot. You are it. You don't need to worry about what people are saying about you. You don't need to listen to the news. And if you're in an environment where people are selling crack, move somewhere else. Move to a different environment. Surround yourself with better people. The Prophet ﷺ said, you are the people you hang out with. If you're hanging out with people who are like that, you are going to become like that. If you hang around people who are reminding you that you're a black Muslim and you have no opportunities, that's exactly what you're going to get. But if you're around people, black Muslims who are making it, you're going to be the other person. You're going to be the next person to thrive and build a business and become a millionaire. It's really not that difficult. I promise you it's not difficult. I have moved around the globe. I have traveled just to get myself into a space where I'm thriving. You can do the same. I have kids. I traveled with my kids. I've lived in different parts of the world. Nothing stops me, because you know what? I'm telling myself every single day, I am the spot. Allah has guaranteed my success. If Allah can give people who don't believe in Him, if Allah can help those people and allow them to live and give them the oxygen to breathe and let their heart beat, then why would Allah not want to see me win? What, just because of the colour of my skin? Just because I wear the niqab? No, Allah wants to see me win.